Okay, Brandon. So, I'm making you this tutorial because you don't really know how to do shit. Okay? So, okay. So, you have your project here, and I close all those by hitting escape, okay? Alright. It's important to know hotkeys. Okay. So, I noticed none of your shit is linked to the mixer, and none of your shit is leveled. And what leveling is the volume of shit. Okay? So you know how to put shit in the piano roll. I see that. I see you. So you know how to make music, but you don't know how to work FL Studio. Okay. So I'm gonna say the first thing you need to do, because I know you want to flip melodies, but first you gotta get the melody right before you flip it. So if you left click and you drag down, you got this, and the first thing you do is Control L, and look, that brings up the mixer, and you can hit tab and go between these, and you can hit escape to close everything. And if you ever want to know a hotkey, when you hover over something, you look at this panel on the left, right? This is the hint panel. So to bring up the mixer, you see it's F9. You see a little thing right here, it says F9. I'm gonna bring up the channel rack, the mixer, piano roll, playlist. Those are the main ones. This is the browser. It's basically what you do. But relink this shit to the mixer. So and also you don't know what soloing is, okay? So first, let's play it. I'm gonna mute for a second because I don't have headphones. So okay, so that was loud as fuck, and I'm gonna tell you, um, first never turn down this shit. Never turn that shit down. But like if it's going past these bars, you saw how this one was going past super fucking loud. It was getting into the red. That means that shit's clipping. And there's a couple things to know about clipping, like when you render a project and you make like an MP3, like you hit the file, hit the export type shit, and you go to MP3 or whatever. If it goes over those bars, it's gonna clip. And that may or may not be something you want to do, but you definitely don't want it to be that fucking loud. When you want it to clip, you probably just barely want it to clip. But I'm gonna tell you, for melodies, for beats, bro, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want your melody to be about at least 6 dB quieter than like yeah, you just want it to be -6 roughly. It doesn't really need to be that. Like, you do it by ear for real. But okay, so those are loud as fuck. And you see, look, if I hover my mouse over the mixer, you see on the left how it says 0 dB here. That means it's neither minus or plus any decibels. That means and that's loud as fuck. I'm just being so for real. So soloing, you can right click a mixer track, the little green circle, and look. So it's like it only plays the one thing at a time. And I'm gonna be so for real. Some people are gonna tell you it's bullshit, but this is how I do it. You see this little metronome? If you click it, I'm gonna tell you that metronome is always at 0 dB. So it's neither plus or minus anything. So it's loud as fuck. So I'd be comparing the melody to the 808 and shit and the snare and shit. And I want my 808 to be pretty loud. I like my main snare to be pretty loud, and my hi-hat's quieter than the snare in the 808. And okay. So basically, let's level this melody. I feel like this one right here, serum number 8, is like it's like very ear piercing type shit. So like I'm gonna try bringing it down an octave first, or if I don't like that, I could try EQing it. But we're gonna see. And these are like panning, like this is panning. And I'm gonna be so for real, I don't like some of these layers. Like this layer, bro. That shit's terrible. And this one needs to be fixed. And this one's cool, but like if there's too much going on, it's like it just doesn't. It sounds like the mix gets all muddy and shit. And I like this one, but it's like I might have to EQ some shit. And I'm not too good at that, but I could try. And this is width. This is width. Like this is mono, and this is stereo. This is if you want the sound to be wide, and what that does is that gives like that's like so that the layers aren't like going over each other in the same spot, because then it could get muddy, but it could also like you can lose frequencies because when they overlap, shit can get like literally canceled out and become silence. But basically I would do this, and then I would like right click and route to this track only, and like it's these things at the bottom. And what else you could do is you could like, if you want texture, you can do this shit, but that's different. That's like here, I can show you that first. Oh yeah, this is what like a bus does. Like what we did right now is we created a bus after we leveled this shit. And also when I'm like left click is this, and right click is the thing where it just makes it all by itself. But and that's called soloing. And like if you look at the hint bar at the top left, it can tell you like mute and solo, like it shows you. And basically what we could do here is like, this is just all this shit is just routed to it, right? I just left clicked it instead of right clicking route to this track only. Route to this track and route to this track is only is like completely different. And like look, if I turn this off, all this shit turns off, right? Or wait. Oh, I think I missed one. Or no, I didn't. Oh, this one's linked to this one. Oh, wait. I meant to do, like... Fuck. Okay, I can, like... The... Fuck. Where is this? This is insert. Reset selected tracks routing. Let me do that. Wait. Reset tracks routing. Oh, okay. So now I can go over to... These are all linked to 12. Let me like... Okay, now everything's routed right here, right? And it's all to this chain, right? This is all one bus. If I turn it off, it all mutes. So all the effects that goes on here, it affects every single channel here. But this is like, if if I do this and I like control, left click, drag, and then I click this one, if I do something like this, like look, if I get a destructor out, it's gonna get loud as fuck really quick, so hold up. Okay, so I'm gonna try doing that shit I was telling you about. So I'll be using this fucking bullshit, and I'll be like this. Check me the fuck out. Go over here. I could just be like, bam. Check this shit out. And it's that fucking easy. You can just drag and drop that shit because there's a lot going in on this smell. Like I'm like really, I'd be like rendering that shit out, and I could show you how to do that too. Alright, and like that's just me making a basic gross beat thing. I went through presets, I found a part of like the thing that I liked. I like selected, which is control this, and then I was just like you hold alt and you hold shift or control and move the shit around, and I deleted parts I didn't like, and I clicked and I dragged shit until I liked it, and I really liked how this preset came out. That sounds kind of crazy to me, honestly. But basically, when you want to render out like a pattern, you can just like, if you do this, hit Alt. Actually, so I'm going to show you something else. You can select this, press Control Enter, then hit Tab, and then you hit this little thing. It has to be under the master. It can't be under any of these, and I don't know why. But Alt R, and it says song selection, and that's very useful. See how it's the song selection? And I'm gonna be so for real, all I do is I hit reverse. And it's like, I don't know, you can link this to another mixer track, like Control L. I'd be like putting like looperator. I'd be putting, actually, let's see, how does this, let's just go on this for a second and like, let me see. Let's like do another gross beat, but this time let's do volume automation. So like, what do we got? Well, this channel 15. Just move it to 15. Trust me. I'll be doing this shit. I don't know. It sounds pretty cool to me. Sounds pretty cool to me. But like, what is this in? This is like C, some D sharps or some shit. What is this? D, C and D sharp and G sharp. Let me see. No, I should probably end the thing.